Doing today, Bears fans? Welcome back to another episode of Bears Focus Podcast. You know who it is. It's your boy Collin. And we feeling good. We still riding high, man. We coming off that first win of the season. Bears did beat the Cowboys. Blew them out too. Right. So we still riding a little high off for that. But we do know that we have a tough one coming up against the Raiders this Sunday, man. Geno Smith, Pete Carroll, and the boys. We know that it is going to be a challenge. They have a similar record, but I'm hoping that some good things happen, man. So let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to talk about a couple things about these Bears and get into that Raiders game. And then you know how we end up, man. We're going to get into a little plus talk while we put in the final scores for this weekend. So, Montez Sweat finally made an appearance, right? He got his first sack of the season against the Cowboys. But where are the rest of the guys? Where's Odingbo? Where's Grady Jarrett? Where's Javon Dexter? Where's Big Boy Billings? Where are the other guys? Now, looking at the stat sheet here, Bears got 5 sacks on the season. Sweat with his 1. Dexter with 1. Odingbo with 1. Robinson with 1. And then this other cat, Tano Pasagnan. I don't know how to say bro name. I know me and Sterl be messing it up. But we're not doing enough. All right. Our team, our defensive line is not doing enough. They're not forcing enough pressure. All right. They're not getting enough penetration back there. Odingbo looked good for 1 game. And that was the very first game against the Vikings where their starting left tackle, he was hurt. He didn't play. So he looked good 1 game against the backup. Other than that, he's been MIA. Grady Jarrett, I did think Grady Jarrett was a good sign, and I wasn't expecting him to put up big numbers. But we still got to see something, man. We got to see you getting pressure in that middle. We got to see you pushing the lineman back into the quarterback's lap, man. We got to see more. And I know he popped up on the injury report this week. So we'll see how things go there. I think he should play. I don't think it was anything serious based on what they said. So we'll see later on how things go there and this weekend. But Dexter, I saw a post where people were comparing a couple different things as far as stats, grades, and rankings and things with Javon Dexter and the cat from the Eagles, Jalen Carter. And that just didn't make sense to me. I get that people you want to make your guy look good, right? So you're going to find the stats and things that are comparable and that work. But in reality, they are totally different players. Jalen Carter is getting doubled on almost every snap. All right. Javon Dexter is not seeing any double teams, bro. It's not happening. And Carter is still getting pressure. All right. He's still getting through. He's still making plays. Dexter, what's going on, bro? We got to see more from you. All in all, we need to see more from the defense in general, right? Talking about these guys and the things that need to be done. But hopefully they improve. Moving on, Tariq Stevenson. His performance, that boy stepped up. All right, he stepped up against them Cowboys looking like a true cornerback 1 out there, a true lockdown corner over there making plays, making turnovers, right, ripping balls away. But I do wonder if this will be just a fluke game or every once in a while, this will be a special thing we see from him, or if he's awakening finally and unlocking his full potential, going to what we think that he could be. He's got the tools. He's got the size. What's going on? So, again, we talked about it afterwards with the recap. We were live. We were talking about how great he looked. And he did look really good out there. So, we're expecting to see more out of him moving forward. And then a quick shout out, man, to what we call the bodies, the extras out there, right? The guys that's got to step up because so many people are injured. Kyler Gordon, Jalen Johnson. They stepped up too. They made plays. So shout out to the defense, man. They did everything they needed to do and they got that win. And then our O-line, right? First game for Caleb Williams in his career with 0 sacks. All right. Our O-line may have arrived. I don't want to get too ahead of myself. I don't want to get too excited, but this just might be the best Bears O-line ever, right? We're going to dig deep into those numbers down the line. We got to see more from them, right? I do know it's only 3 games. So at least to the halfway point in the season to really see what they're looking like and what they turn into. But all in all, man, they're looking good. They're giving Caleb the protection, and they're allowing for him to get out there and make plays and feel comfortable, go through his progressions, be on time. Playing with a good O-line, who would have thought? Who would have thought it helps your team? Awesome, man. But do we need an upgrade still? Our left tackle, our right tackle spots. I know they Darnell Wright, but it looks like he might have a little bit of an injury there. I know he was on the report too this week. Braxton Jones still kind of getting back from an injury. Do they need to be upgraded? Do we just let them grow this season? I mean, as far as Braxton Jones, I know that his contract, I think, is up this season. I think this is his last year, his contract year. What are they going to do? Are they going to try and, hey, play it out? You have a great season. Now we got to make you the highest paid left tackle. But how is that going to turn out later down the line, right? I don't know if I really trust Poles to make the right decision there. With Darnell Wright, the kids just got to stay focused, man. Penalties, penalties, penalties. Stay focused, stay focused. All right. If he can stay focused, cut down on the penalties, I think he can be an all-pro right tackle. I really think he can. So I don't know if we upgrade yet. Waiting to see what we look like midpoint of the season, right? But we got an early bye, so that kind of sucks. But we shall see. Another thing I did see and that I liked from this before we move into the Bears Raiders talk, I liked that all of the weapons got used. Everybody got some touches. Loveland, Komet, our tight ends. We saw a lot of 12 personnel out there. That was awesome to see. I even saw a couple Smythe appearances. Shout out to my boy Sterling with the Smythe sighting. All right. Burden with a touchdown. Moore with a touchdown. Odunze with a touchdown, right? Using all of our weapons and getting active. Love to see it. Hoping that the offense has finally found a little bit of a stride moving into a game against the Raiders that should be very winnable for us. So, going in now, talking about these Bears versus Raiders. We know the Bears will be playing in Vegas. All right. That will be, I think, the game of the week again. I think we'll have Tom Brady on the call again. So that should be dope. But I know I talked just about Braxton Jones and Darnell Wright earlier, but now we want to talk about them a little differently as far as what they can do against one Max Crosby. Right. So far on the season, Max Crosby does have 2 sacks. All right. Our guys are looking pretty decent, right? They're not giving up too much. A little pressure has been getting back there, but not a lot of getting home. So, how can they hold up and contain Max Crosby? I will say this. If Darnell Wright is injured, if he can't play and we end up seeing Ozzy out there at that right tackle spot, I expect for him, Trapilo, and Jackson to be double teamed. Whatever side that Crosby is on, he's going to get double teamed, right? If it's Braxton Jones and Joe Tooney, they're going to double team him. If it's Trapilo or Wright, if he's healthy enough to play, and Jackson, they're going to double team him. So I expect to see a lot of double teams on Max Crosby, try and limit the damage that he does to our offensive line and to our offense. Unfortunately, I think that he will make a play. I don't think this is going to be a clean game for Caleb. I think that he gets through and gets the sack this week. So hopefully it doesn't come in any key moments. Online protects how they need to. And we get to see some more good things from Caleb. Another 2-3 touchdown game would be awesome. And now switching over to the Bears side, all right, talking about their defensive line. Montez Sweat. We just called them boys out. Odingbo, Dexter, Jarrett, if he plays, right? Can they take advantage of a kind of weak Oakland offensive line and get back there and cause pressure and force Geno into some mistakes, right? So far on this season, Geno has 4 interceptions and he's been sacked 12 times, all right? 12 times already this season. That's kind of crazy considering Caleb's only been sacked 6 times. That is awesome. But it shows that this is a gettable offensive line, all right? The two teams that they faced so far, Oakland, right? New England, Los Angeles, or 3 teams, sorry, and Washington. They played some pretty good defenses right off the bat, all right? Probably about 4 sacks a game. That's nasty. So I'm looking forward, and I'm expecting Sweat, Jared, Odingbo, Dexter. I'm expecting those boys to get in that backfield and bring down Geno Smith. All right. I need to see a 2-sack game from Montez Sweat. I'm calling it out. 2-sack game. We need to see it. Show up. Build on what we saw last week. Keep on eating these weak offensive lines that we have to face. Take advantage of it. Washington, after our bye week, will be our next opponent. Hey, Sweat, that's another one. They traded you, dog. Can I get a sack in that game too? Right? So I think now is the time that our defense is about to start getting on the roll. Hopefully, right? Hopefully. Sweat can keep on doing what he's doing, keep on getting pressure, and get back there and force those plays. Now on the offensive side, and I'm going to start with the Raiders. They took one in the first round pick. They took Ashton Genty that a lot of Bears fans were very, very hungry for, all right, during the draft. They were very, very loud, to say the least, about Ryan Poles, all right, trading up to go and get Genty. Now, it's looking like it was an actual smart decision on his part for not doing so. So far, Ashton Genty has not looked good for the Oakland Raiders, all right? He is not looking like he should have been a top 6, top 5 pick, all right? Over 3 games, 47 carries, 144 yards, a 3.1 yard average. His longest run is 18. He's got 1 touchdown, so it's 48 yards per game average. Those ain't first round running back numbers right there. They're just not. So I'm actually very, very glad that the Bears, they went ahead and, let me say this. I'm not glad that they went tight end with their top 10 pick. I still would have preferred offensive line, right? But I am glad that they didn't make a move to try and go up and hit a home run and get Genty, considering so far for Oakland, it has not been a home run. Now I know that I talked about their offensive line being weak, so obviously that plays into it. But the Bears, they kind of been getting run on, right? We saw that the Cowboys were doing it last week. They really couldn't score much, which was great. Defense held as far as for keeping them out of the end zone, but they were gashing us up last week with runs. It was nasty. Let me go back and look at those stats from that game and what they were able to do. Javonte Williams had 76 rushing yards. All right. Just alone. That's not good. Let me see the yards. 6.1 average for the team. That's not good. That's not good. We got to do better with our run defense, right? So 121 yards we gave up to Dallas running the ball. We've been giving up a lot of rushing yards, and that has not been good for us at all. Over 100 yards we gave up to Detroit. Almost 200 yards in that game, 170. Jesus Christ. Our run defense is not good. So is this the game where Ashton Genty unlocks and shows I'm here, I can be here, and I can do the things that are worthy of a first round top 5 pick? I hope not. I surely do. I'm hoping that we keep him at his average, right? Around that 48, 45 yards, keep him under 50. No touchdown. and we put the ball in Gino's hands. All right. Gino been balling. He been playing good. Jacoby Myers, he's there doing his thing. Tucker, he's there doing his thing. Speedy guy that they got there. Gino can still put up numbers. 277 yards a game, 4 touchdowns. Again, he's got those 4 interceptions, right? 1-to-1 touchdown interception ratio. I think that the Bears can take advantage of this. And I think that they can, again, win this game. So how do the Raiders win? I'll start with. I think the Raiders win by stymieing and holding back the Bears pass rush and running the ball. If the Raiders can successfully run the ball, I think that play action will break down our defense, unfortunately, and it'll give them a chance to put some points up on the board. So I hope that doesn't happen. But how do the Bears win? I think the Bears win this game by, one, we got to pressure the quarterback, right? Our defensive line has to get pressure without having to blitz because we're still injured back there, right? TJ Edwards still most likely going to be out. Gordon still most likely going to be out. Jalen Johnson, we know he's on IR, so he's basically out for the season. So we're still injured back there. Our defensive line has to get pressure. And then on the opposite end, our offensive line has to, again, keep Caleb upright. All right. Keep giving him time to go in, to sit in the pocket, to go through his reads, and to make the right play. So, scoring predictions for this game. I think the Bears take this game. I know y'all see it behind me. I think the Bears win this game 32-27. Again, I think they put points on the board. I think that Caleb Williams has another clean game, hopefully. I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I don't know if he has a clean game because I do think Max Crosby will break through. Hopefully, it's one sack if anything is given up, but I would love another clean game. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. All right, leave a comment down below. Let me know what your predictions are for this Bears game or any other team, whoever your favorite team is. We're going to put my score predictions in. Let me know who it is. All right. Now, going into this plus talk, Bears Focus Plus, baby. Let's switch gears here. We got to give a shout out and congrats to Asia Wilson. 4-time, 4-time WNBA MVP. Now, I don't have all of her stats in front of me, but I know she's been a dog and she's won a lot in her career. And I'm going to have to come back and correct this for all of her stats. But I think the WNBA GOAT debate is over. I think it's put to bed for now. For the longest time, I thought it was Maya Moore. I thought Maya Moore was the best to ever do it. Asia came in and quite literally changed the game. Quite literally changed the game, right? She is a monster out there. She is doing great things, man. So shout out to her. Shout out to the WNBA GOAT. And let's see if she can add another finals championship to her resume this season as well. The MLB wild card starts next week, right? Chicago Cubs, I think they're in the lead for the wild card. They're going to basically win that wild card. My hope for them, and the question here is, how far can they go? I honestly don't know how far they can go, man. This has been a very weird MLB season. No 100 wins in a team this season. That's kind of weird considering the past few years 100-win teams have been all the rage, from the Astros to the Dodgers to the Yankees. Like 100 wins had almost like become, it's like, yeah, we won 100 games. It's nothing. All right. But I think that this season has had a lot of parity. The Cubs, I don't think have the best chance considering they didn't really threaten the Brewers much. And most likely if they win the wild card, they'll be facing the Brewers. And will they get through them? I hate to say it, but I don't think so. I don't see it happening now. It pains me so, very much so, to say that. But I got to keep it real, man. You know how we get out here, Bears Focus Podcast. But, hey, hopefully, some good things happen in the future. I think we really just need to sign a couple more pitchers. Really just one more, right? Get Steele back. Imanaga, get all the guys healthy. We need a big bat in the lineup again. I know Kyle Tucker got hurt. He was our guy for a while. PCA was like in the MVP conversation for a while till he fell off. So I don't know. Shout out the Cubs. Hopefully they do something. I would love to see them at the very least kick the Brewers out, you know, so I could talk to my guy Elliot about how much the Brewers suck, but we'll see how that goes. Hopefully we get a nice Cubs win. So as we get ready to get out of here, we know that we're going into this week 4 slate for the NFL. And last week, we missed it. I honestly completely forgot as I was putting things together. I didn't realize until we were live for the Bears game, like, man, we didn't put in any other score predictions for any other games. So I'm going to put these score predictions in. We're going to chop it up when we get on the live. Going to have to holler at Sterl. See, I know he's going to talk about, oh, I knew that this team would win. They should have lost. And he's going to make some stuff up, but we'll get into it about that. Starting out Sunday, I'm going to skip the Thursday game. Starting out Sunday, we got an early game. Jeez Louise, 8:30 a.m. All right, football all day. Over in Dublin, Ireland, the Minnesota Vikings played the Pittsburgh Steelers. Both are 2-1. Aaron Rodgers versus Carson Wentz. J.J. McCarthy might play, but most likely not. Who wins this game? Steelers coming off of a drubbing, or I mean the Vikings, a drubbing that they laid on the Bengals. All right, minus Joe Burrow, obviously. But the defense did kind of carry them. 2 defensive touchdowns in that game. Carson Wentz still did his thing too. For that game, I will go with the Vikings. I like what I've been seeing from their defense. I still like what I'm seeing from Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers, but I think that the Vikings get over the hump there. Commanders, Falcons, 12 o'clock game. With this one, I am going to go with the Commanders. I think Jaden Daniels should be back. Mariota, hey, he did his thing against Oakland last week, getting them the win. What's going on with Penix and the Falcons? All right, 30-0 loss. Disgusting. Ugh. All right, give me the Commanders in that one. Saints versus Bills. Why are we even talking about that? Bills should win that game. It'll be crazy if they lose. Josh Allen would have had to have like a devastating injury or something for them to lose that game. All right, Browns at Lions. That Browns defense is very, very scary. People got to stop sleeping on them. I think that the Lions offense, though, will be a little bit too much. Give me the Lions in that game. Panthers, Patriots. Bryce Young looks like he's coming along at QB. Drake May is looking really good as well. Give me the Panthers in this game. Chargers, Giants. Chargers 3-0 against the 0-3 Giants. Starting Jackson Dart at quarterback. Honestly, that was a crazy decision. Why would you start your young QB this early? I know Dayball is fighting for his job. Hey, you got to try and talk to these owners. Look, continuity is, I don't know. I don't get it, man. It's what the Bears did last season. And it's so stupid. It's so stupid because they're going to fire Dayball. They're going to have a losing season no matter what, bro. You should have kept in Russell Wilson. Keep your young QB clean. Let them keep on learning the playbook. Get familiar with the cadence. Keep going, doing good in practice. Maybe just start giving him more practices. Then at the end of the season, maybe like the last 4 games or something, put him in. Let Russ go out there and take them hits. Let Russ go out there and die. All right? It just don't make sense. But obviously, Chargers win this game. We got the 3-0 Eagles. This should have been game of the week, in my opinion. 3-0 Eagles versus the 3-0 Buccaneers in Tampa. Now, the Eagles just came off of a comeback victory against the Rams, right? A blocked field goal for a touchdown to win the game. I don't know how lucky the Eagles can keep getting this season. The Buccaneers have come back to win every game this season as well. Baker Mayfield is playing like a dog. Man, this is a tough one, I'm not going to lie. Give me Tampa in this game for the win. Tennessee Titans versus the Houston Texans. Both 0-3. Give me the Texans in this game. I see them finally getting a victory. CJ Stroud hopefully can stay up and stay healthy. Man, they got to get an offensive line for their young QB. Colts, Rams. Colts are 3-0. Danny Dimes, Daniel Jones. All right, he has shocked the league with what he has done so far. And this is a tough one, man. This is another tough one. But I think that the Rams will have too many weapons. So give me the Rams in this game. Colts get their first loss of the season. Jacksonville Jaguars at the San Francisco 49ers. Give me the 49ers in this game. I think Brock Purdy should be back. Trevor Lawrence, what's going on, man? He's getting carried right now by the defense. Need to see more from him. Ravens, Chiefs. Both of them are 1-2. This is kind of surprising so far. I say kind of because I'm really shocked at the Ravens. I thought that they would be better and their defense would look a lot better this season. I'm not as surprised at the Chiefs. They have no weapons. They don't want to get Mahomes any receivers. And I expected them to just take a step back this season. I expected them to not make the playoffs. I still hold true to that. So give me the Ravens in this game. Come back, get a win. And now, obviously, I already talked about the Bears. Y'all see the score. Bears 32, Raiders 27. Sunday night game. Sunday night. Packers at Cowboys. Cowboys just nasty. They really have no defense. CeeDee Lamb now, high ankle sprain. Looks like he's gone. So give me the Packers in this game. They move to 3-1. And then the Monday night games. We got two of them. It's odd, these two Monday night games. Who will staying up this late, bro? It's so weird. But whatever. We got Jets, Dolphins. Again, two 0-3 teams. If Justin Fields is back and healthy and playing, I go with the Jets winning this game. If not, I'm going with the Dolphins. Bengals, Broncos, the last game of the week, the last Monday night game. Bengals are 2-1, Broncos are 1-2. Another defense that I thought would be really, really good, but so far has not been up to where I thought they would be. Give me the Broncos in this game to take that win over the Bengals, even out their record, start to get competitive in that tough AFC West. So that's it for me today, guys. That's everything. That's the score or game predictions, wins, losses for this weekend. Leave a comment below. Let me know if your team wins, right? If I got your team losing, let me know why they win. I think they suck if I think they're losing. So, y'all know how it is. Bear down, always, baby. Bears Focus Podcast. Until next time.